Well, you guys saw the title, $135,000 generated with my brand new Shopify dropshipping store in 30 days. Here's how. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Yash. Welcome back to the channel. I hope each and every single one of you guys is absolutely having a great day and a great week. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys are subscribed with that post notification bell turned on so you guys are and do stay updated with all recent uploads on the channel. Today, I want to share with you guys how I was able to take my brand new e-commerce dropshipping store from zero to over $135,000 in sales within only 30 days. Not only are we going to be taking a look at the product, but also on how I specifically found this product, how I structured it, and a little bit of an overview into my Facebook ads as well, as I did use the Facebook advertising platform to drive traffic and sales to my store. Make sure you guys drop a huge like on this video. Go down and absolutely smash that like button so this video can help and reach as many people in this space as much as possible. With Q4 just days away, I want you guys to pay super close attention to everything I'm about to show you guys, because you can actually apply a lot of these tactics, strategies, and methods on your own Shopify dropshipping stores, especially if you guys are beginners. And without any further ado, let's hop onto my computer so we can go through the case study. So I know everyone always wants to see the numbers, and I totally get it. Right in front of you guys, we have my Shopify dashboard from July 24th to August 24th. Before I do get into some of these numbers and what we have in front of us, let me also go ahead and refresh the page for you guys as well. Great, so that is now refreshed, and on the top right over here, you guys can also see my name. That is me. And if we take a look right here, it says from July 24th to August 24th, we did, to be exact, $134,344.97. So about $135,000 in revenue. We had 122,000 online store sessions. Our online store conversion rate was absolutely amazing. It was 5.32% throughout the month. We had about 6,523 sessions converted. Our AOV, or average order value, was $20.48. And our total orders were 6,561 orders in the 30-day time span. Now, I do want to show you guys something really quick if you already noticed how this graph is looking. So on July 24th is actually the day I launched the product, and on that day itself, we did $228 in revenue. The day after, we did $214. July 26th, the third day, we did $1,073. So yes, by day 3, we already crossed that 1K a day mark. On the 27th, we did $764. It did go down a little bit just because of Facebook's natural fluctuations. On the 28th, we did $1,540. 29th, again, this is a big scale that we did, almost $2,900. The following day, $3,347, $5,475. On the 1st, so this is about a week after, we went at $5,357, about the same, didn't really scale that much today. And then August 2nd, which is like the day after, we did $7,378. The 3rd, we did $8,995. The 4th, $8,793. And boom, August 5th was the first milestone of the 5-figure day, over $10,700 in sales. However, what happened on August 7th, right? What happened on August 8th? What happened on August 9th and August 10th, right? Well, those days, my Facebook ad account actually got banned because of a video violation. Now, I know that absolutely sucks, and this happens sometimes, guys. It is absolutely normal. about ad accounts getting disabled and whatnot with Facebook ads. You got to realize that you have to expect the unexpected when it comes with Facebook ad, guys. Yes, this was super devastating on my end because I just done my first 5-figure day with this specific store, and boom, the next day everything completely tanked. The reason the ad account was disabled the first few days, or just got disabled, from the start, was because these first few days when I was first initially testing and launching this product, a lot of ads actually got disapproved by Facebook. What happened after was I used to request a manual review by Facebook ad representative because I do have, this Facebook rep's contact information, and he or she would go in there and personally approve these ads for me. But because so many ads got disapproved before, that history built up over time on the actual ad account, and boom, one day, which is right after August 5th, after I scaled, the ad account got completely disabled. On August 11th, I remember the ad account actually got back up, and a few hours later, it actually got disabled again. So you can see we were only doing about $1,700 to $1,800 that day, but the day after, everything was fine again, and we actually hit a record high for this store at $10,937. And then what actually happened was I actually started to get less and less profitable. So I did have to scale down on the store just a little bit. We were doing about $8,000 days. I remember the ad account got disabled right here for the same reason again. I had to go through the whole process with Facebook again, and boom, I got it back up. But what was happening over here is every time it got disabled and it got back up, my ads were actually re-optimizing, right? So they were actually losing some momentum. Even though I had tons of sales and tons of data on the pixel, they were just not performing as great. So eventually I did have to scale this store down, doing about $1,200, $1,300, $1,400 days. It's funny because this store was such in a smooth scaling incline. I best believe that I would have been doing about 20 to 30K days if it weren't for this issue that happened right here. This really turned everything around for me. Nonetheless, you persevere and you try to fight through Facebook's policies as much as you can. I really wanted to explain that situation to you guys because stuff like this actually does happen, guys. When you find a winning product and when you're scaling, it's not just all laughs and giggles and happiness, and it's not like you're only putting an hour or two of work every single day, right? There's roadblocks and hindrances and simply bullshit that happens like this, so you have to stay prepared for stuff like this, guys. Let's actually take a deeper dive into some of these numbers and metrics, and let me actually show you the 6-figure product. I know you guys are all probably waiting for this, so let's get straight into that. Just some basics I do want to get over with you guys so we're on the same page before I do show you the product. I know I'm stretching it, but bear with me, guys, it's coming up. So the time period I did the $135,000 in sales was from July 24th, the day I began or started the store, or started ads on the store at least, to August 24th. This was a micro-branded one-product store. I personally only do micro-branded one-product stores. I don't do niche stores or general niche stores or, general stores. I don't do any of that crap anymore. I really just focus on micro-branded one-product stores because it's super succinct and super congruent, and I can really hone down on that one individual product and really brand it and ensure my potential customer has that trust and confidence, when they're just landing on my website. To go over some of the exact numbers for the 30-day time frame, the total revenue in sales was $134,344.97. The total advertising cost through Facebook ads was $51,614.24. The total transaction fees that I did have to pay, and I did use Stripe and PayPal, was $5,893.82. And the product cost, COGS, were $58,696.30, which basically got us a profit of $18,140.61. So this was about a 13.5% profit margin. Just a quick note, most of my stores do a profit margin of about 17 to 25%. However, it was a little bit lower on this store because primarily of the Facebook ad account issues that we were dealing with. I really believe if it weren't for those issues, it would have been about 16 to 19% in terms of profit margins. You guys also have to realize that a lot of those days that you saw on the graph on my Shopify dashboard, I was losing money, or I was very, very, very slightly profitable because I was trying to recuperate the ad account, trying to trim fat from the ad account. However, it just did not perform at those same numbers and at those same profitability levels once it did get disabled multiple times. Nonetheless, I'm not complaining. 18,000 is still really amazing in just 30 days in terms of profit. And we finally have the product. The product is the organic hair darkening shampoo bar. What this product essentially is a little circular shampoo bar, as you can see right here, and it is made of organic materials, plant-based materials, charcoal, aloe, just a whole bunch of different things. And it is for people to get them to darken their hair, not lose hair, prevent dandruff, prevent itchy or dry scalps. It's really like an all-in-one hair treatment shampoo bar. I found this super, super unique, and we're going to be actually taking a look on how I exactly found this product in just a second. Let's go over some of the numbers for this specific product and also why I liked it so much. So the exact product price that I paid with shipping per unit to the United States was $5.50, and worldwide that was $6. I did have the shampoo bar on sale at 30% off. I usually don't like to keep it at like 40, 50, 60% off because that does devalue the product, let alone devalue the actual brand. The only time frame where I have my products at like 50, 60, 70, 80% off is usually during Black Friday and Cyber Monday weekend. Anywho, when I first started to test a product, I had it listed for $11.95. Usually I like to list my products a little bit lower than what I really like it to, or a little bit lower than what it can really potentially sell at until it starts selling on a consistent basis, because all I want to do is see if the product is selling and establish some sort of proof of concept. After 2 weeks, I raised that $1 to $12.95, and I still really saw no effect in my conversion rate. And then after the 3 weeks, I raised that to $14.95 and still saw that we were all okay in our conversion rate and nothing really had a massive effect. In fact, after the 4th week, I was thinking of white labeling this specific product, but because of the ad account issues, I really couldn't get that volume back up, and my supplier did need a certain MOQ, minimum order quantity, every single day in order for me to actually white label the product successfully. If I did end up white labeling the product after the 4th or 5th week, I probably would have increased the price to $18.95 or $19.95, just because at that point I could have. That's why I always say branding is so important, and your long-term goal should be white labeling or even better, private labeling. So this specific product had a good amount of pros, right? First and foremost, it was in the personal and self-care niche or niche, however you say it. This product was in the health care or personal health space, meaning it is a product people are actually buying for one's body. It is also a evergreen product, meaning it can be sold throughout the year regardless of the seasons or the months. The second good thing about the organic hair darkening shampoo bar is that it is a mass targetable and mass approachable product, meaning regardless of someone's age, gender, country, beliefs, religion, whether they're black, yellow, green, orange, someone can absolutely need and therefore buy this product for oneself. When it comes to personal and self-care and health related products, people usually do not think more than once. People usually invest into themselves, into their bodies, or for their bodies if they absolutely really need to. Why would someone actually neglect buying something that would help their bodies, I would say? Therefore, we could say that this product really had an unlimited market, and I really foresaw that from the beginning. More and more, since this product specifically deals with someone's hair, makes it less itchier, maybe darker. It also, increases confidence, lessens insecurity, and it is more of a driving want product, right? Like, oh, I really want this for my hair. It is more of an impulsive buy as well, especially because it is organic and uses natural ingredients and no chemicals and stuff like that. At the end of the day, people are always drawn to products that are organic or natural or homemade or anything of that sort. And because it is all natural and organic, it also has a higher perceived value, meaning here in the US, a bottle of shampoo is definitely not, $10 or $15. It's a few dollars lesser than that. Even though this shampoo bar is less volume than an average shampoo bottle, I believe it is equivalent to 400 milliliters of a shampoo bottle. People are still going to be paying more for it because it's very unique and it has a very high perceived value in someone's head. I actually found this product on AdSpy, and really, guys, believe me when I say this, but I do not typically rely on product research softwares and tools, but a few times a month I will go on tools like AdSpy or Sell the Trend, which I have a link for in the description below, another great product research and validation tool. But I will go on these tools every now and then scroll through a few ads and see what I find, and if I like something, I'll do a little bit more validation on that specific product or products. Anywho, I was scrolling through AdSpy and I did see one person selling this with pretty decent engagement. After that, I looked on Facebook and I actually saw two sellers selling this product. One seller actually attempted or tried to sell it last year in 2019, but really didn't, go through with the product. It didn't really have a lot of engagement, I would say, but I did see one seller somewhat scaling the product. It had about 90 to 100 comments, a good amount of likes, a good amount of shares as well. It had really good engagement, meaning people were saying good things in the comments about the product as well. That's when I knew that I was really onto something here. I then went to AliExpress, searched in different keywords and different queries, and I ended up finding a supplier with the highest order count at 1,250 orders. Now, typically my rule of thumb is I do not even attempt to sell a product that has more than 3,000 or 4,000 orders on AliExpress. However, after seeing this one, I knew it was somewhat okay to sell, especially because I saw a lot of other suppliers getting more and more orders for this specific product as well. I remember, the second and third and fourth supplier had something like 700, 500 and 300 orders. So, as more and more suppliers started to have more orders, on their specific listings, that was absolutely a good thing. Usually suppliers know when a product is going to start selling or which products are already selling. I also went to the dropshipping center on AliExpress and I saw that it had pretty good feedback scores and it was actually moving on an upward steady trend over the last couple of weeks. Last but not least, I went to Google and typed in the keyword hair darkening shampoo plus Shopify. That is actually how you can see which stores are selling this product. And I actually did not see a lot of successful stores selling the product. After that, I did go to Google Trends and typed in a search query related to the product. And I saw that the bar was above 50. It had constant search demand and also many related queries such as hair darkening shampoo bar. I mean, people were actually searching something very similar to what this product is. At the end of the day, this is a problem-solving product. So not only did I see people, search very similar queries to what the product title is, but also, queries like how to get rid of white hair, how to darken hair with shampoo, stuff like that. So I knew that there was already a problem like this in the market, and this was the actual perfect solution for such people. Now, this is certainly very important. I want to go over with you guys on how I crafted my offer. If you do remember seeing on the Shopify dashboard, my average order value was $20.48, even though I was selling this for under $15, more so under $13 for half of the period within that 30-day time frame. So how was my average order value? A whole $5 to $7 more at almost $21, as it shows right over here. Your offer is very important. You can have a great product, a great landing page, great marketing, but if you have a shitty offer, guys, guess what? The potential scalability of your store or your product will be very, very, very limited. Now, you may be wondering, how was my average order value or AOV $5 to $8 higher consistently than my product selling price? And that's very simple. I use something called volume discounts or quantity breakers through an app called Volume and Discounted Pricing. I actually made a specific video about the app showcasing how I was able to capitalize multiple 5 figures off the volume and discounted pricing app. If you do want to see that specific video, I'll be leaving a link right there in the top right. Just click on it if you're on mobile or on desktop. I did pull this specific snippet right out of my product page, and as you can see, I wrote buy more, save more, meaning if you buy more, you simply save more, right? So that catches someone's attention right away since it was right on my product page, right under the price. The main offer is that if you buy 2, you get 10% off of each unit. If you buy 3, you get 15% off of each unit. I thought this was a great offer because shampoo is something that people use 365 all throughout the year. And obviously, if people only buy one of my shampoo bars, it's eventually going to run out. So why not buy 2 or 3 and make it actually last longer for yourself? Again, you have to know the nature of your specific product and your potential buyer persona, meaning your potential and ideal customer behind that product, in order to make sure you have the perfect offer lined up. In fact, I've also had some people buy 4, 5, 6, and 7 units per individual order, which is absolutely insane. You can see out of the $134,344.97 generated, $95,757.51 was generated through the volume and discounted pricing app, which is almost 2/3 of the total revenue. And this is why offer is so vital. It can help you increase your AOV. Like in my situation, it can help bring back revisiting customers, develop and retain lifetime customers, really a whole bunch of things. The better incentive you have for your potential customer, the easier buy it will be, and the easier reel it will actually be for your potential customer. I do want to go over the exact apps I had on this specific store because a lot of people ask me, Yash, what are the best 2020 apps? Do you need this app? Do you need that app? So I'll make it easy and let me just actually show you the exact apps I have on this specific store and why I have each app. The first app I have is the Abandonment Protector app, and that is simply to send out email marketing sequences or abandoned cart email sequences. I usually send one out at 2 hours, one at 10 hours, and one at 24 hours. The second app is After Ship Order Tracking. That is for people to simply track your packages. The third one is Best Currency Converter. So the actual currency auto converts for people outside of the United States. This was just something for my private shipping agent when I used to actually utilize her. This is Exchange Marketplace because I might actually put this store on sale very, very soon. I'm not completely sure about it. The next one is Klaviyo Email Marketing. I do have some post-purchase email sequences following up for shipping and whatnot. The next one is Loops for photo reviews. Again, this is for my supplier. Oberlo, even though I do not use Oberlo for shipping, sometimes I use it to sync products and to see different prices and also to utilize different stock HD pictures. The one after that is product upsell for pre-checkout cross-sells and upsells. No, for this one, I did not have any of those applied. Usually for most of my products, I do have 2 to 4 pre-checkout cross-sells, but because I already had a very solid offer, I just did not want to confuse people and throw too much at people. I probably just downloaded that in the beginning when I first launched this store and just forgot to remove it, honestly. The one after that is SMS bump marketing and automation. That is for text message sequences and for text message marketing. It is very important to maximize your back-end revenue, and not only through your front-end revenue, which if you're using Facebook, that's fine, or Instagram or Google, whatever it really may be, but your back-end revenue, guys, is very important. That's why, don't only rely on email marketing, abandoned cart emails. Also, text message and SMS marketing is very powerful. I surprisingly had like a 26% recovery rate for this store with SMS bump. The second to last one is true profit and tracking. That's just to see my order metrics and stuff like that. I definitely recommend getting it once you guys scale to keep track of everything, your COGS, your ad spend, transaction fees, all that good stuff. And the last one is obviously one of my favorites, volume and discounted pricing, which is the quantity breaker app that I was talking about before. Let's take a little bit of a deeper look into my Facebook Ads Manager. As you can see, this is from July 24th to August 24th. Let me go ahead and also refresh this for you guys. Awesome. So we have about $27,000 spent and about $54,000 in our purchase conversions value. Obviously, Facebook does miss a few purchases here and there. So in reality, this is probably supposed to be like a 2.2 ROAS. My break-even point ROAS or BEP ROAS was a 1.62 for this specific product. For those of you guys that are beginners, all that really means is that if I had a 1.62 ROAS on an ad set or a campaign, I would be breaking even. Anything higher than that, I would be making profits. Now you guys can see I do have a few campaigns running right here, and that is because I'm still running this store very, very, very low at scale. I'm currently doing about $1.5 to $2,000 days on this store. I just really never scaled it to that level again because I really honestly couldn't because of the reason I explained. And more than that, I currently have other stores running right now that are taking more of my time. So this is more so running on autopilot. I'm literally spending an hour or two per week on this specific store. If we look really, really quick, today we're at about 1.21 in sales. And then yesterday we did a solid 2K in sales. So again, I'm doing 1.5 to 2K days consistently, just super low at scale. The large majority, more than 80% of these sales, for this store was attributed during these 30 days. So I thought I'd make a case study and actually show you guys, where the bulk of action was implemented and where the bulk of sales were actually generated. So if we actually scroll down right here, you'll see that some campaigns from July 31st, and these are all mostly like video view lookalikes, 75% lookalikes, 95% lookalikes, website visitors, add to cart, initiate checkout, add payment, purchase, again, more initiate checkout. There's a whole bunch of campaigns and stuff like that running right here. I did accidentally delete a few of the initial campaigns, accidentally, like I said. So let me actually show you guys. You can actually retrieve those campaigns if you go into deleted campaigns. And, those few campaigns did really generate a large chunk of my money, especially in the beginning. So let's actually dive into that. And then perhaps we'll come back to this part of the ads manager in just a little bit. Cool. So as you can see, these are the deleted campaigns. It was totally a mistake on my end. However, this is the first CBO that I actually launched at $100 a day for this specific product. And you can see that throughout, I actually scaled that CBO to $1,000 a day in spending. Essentially, what I did was after the first 2 or 3 days, I took the top 5 interest and put it into a CBO. Then again, I put the top 7 interests from this original CBO and put it into a new CBO. Once I actually found an interest that was doing really well, which was hair products, I duplicated that 5 times and put it into its own CBO. Again, I found 2 more interests that were doing really, really good. So I duplicated each 3 times and I put it into its own CBO. Here I took open no targeting because I did have an open no targeting ad set in 2 different campaigns that were running, and I basically put them together and I duplicated them 5 times. So you can see, here this was spending at 300, 300, 200, 400, 250, and $1,000 again right here. This campaign actually really killed it, you guys. Like 1,794 purchases. Trust me, guys, you'll actually be surprised on how far you can scale with interest. I was actually doing like $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 days just with interest campaigns. I mean, you can see this one spent 13,000 and spit back out 37,000. Just consider that it did probably miss a few sales here and there. Again, 292 ROAS, 341, 303, 315, 268. So again, these were all the campaigns before the 7/31 period, the July 31st period that you saw on the ad account display just a few minutes ago, right? Those are more like lookalikes and retargeting and stuff like that. This is when stuff like really kicked off for me, you can say. So the grand total for this actually, and I did calculate it before this video, trust me, I'm not that good at mental math, is $72,781. And if we switch back to the other side of the ad account, which mostly had our retargeting and lookalike campaigns and ad sets, besides the one right here, this was still from July 31st. Anywho, regardless, besides the point, that purchase conversion value for the 30 days was $53,587.25, which brought us a grand total of $126,368.79. You can see right here that it shows $134,000, the same number that you saw before. So we can say that Facebook didn't record about $8,000 in purchases. I can say about at least $4,000 to $5,000 of that was probably in emails and probably in SMS, different text message sequences that regained revenue. And I would say probably $1,000 or maybe $2,000 to $3,000 was probably not recorded on the Facebook ad dashboard. So we're actually into the older ad sets of the deleted campaigns I was talking to you about before and showing you guys before, from July 24th, the day I started the product, to July 31st. And you can see, guys, that these interests or these ad sets have absolutely amazing metrics. CPCs of really below 50 cents, CTRs anywhere from on the low end, 4%, on the high end to about 12, 13, 14%. Really great, CPMs averaging about 15 to 22, $23. Usually between $10 to $20. All in all, guys, like a winning product will really give you good metrics from the get-go. I mean, I haven't had any ad sets have a CTR below 3% on this product, or any ad sets that have a cost per click, above 80 or 90 cents or even $1. So, guys, a good product will really have really good and amazing metrics from the get-go. You can even see, obviously on some ad sets, we have a higher cost per purchase, but on a lot of these we have $7.24, $9.75, $5.79, really ranging from like $4 to $10, $4 to $8. So again, I just wanted to show you guys some of these initial ad sets and how they were really performing, as they did bring in, the good chunk of the revenue. When we do head over to the newer campaigns, you can also see, again, this is on the campaign level, not the ad set level, just to show you guys more collectively, really great CPCs, mostly below 50 cents. CTRs, again, between 4 and 6%. CPMs did rise a little bit at the end, for some of these campaigns, especially after the ad account issues. Even if we scroll up right here, guys, CPM, CTRs, and CPCs, all looking super amazing. Just a really quick note for retargeting and for lookalikes, guys, I will actually start with an ABO campaign, meaning ad set budget lookalikes or ad set budget interest. And then after that, I will more than likely put them into a CBO. As you can see right here, I put, some of these ad sets from this campaign to this one right here, as it says top 75% video view ad sets. And after I put them into a CBO campaign, guys, I don't duplicate and increase the budget, All I really do is edit and increase the budget, guys. Trust me, Facebook is super smart nowadays, and they know. So again, this goes with all lookalikes and all different retargeting campaigns. The interest or the lookalikes, I put them into a ABO ad set level at first, and then after 2 or 3 days, I will cut the ones out that have no purchases. I'll be a little bit more aggressive and strict on them in terms of when I'm cutting them back. And then I'm going to be putting them into a CBO, and I'm going to keep on increasing the budget every 48 to 72 hours as long as everything is showing to be consistent on my end. Let's actually go into that bottom campaign you guys saw, into the 75% video view ABO campaign. You'll see that I'll start out with a few lookalikes at an ad set budget of $10 a day. 1%, 1 and 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5. Then I'll do like 0 to 10, 0 to 5, 5 to 10. So I'll probably start out, with a few right here. And then, after that, I'll probably test more different audiences, like more lookalikes. Sometimes I'll double some of the budgets if they are doing well. I can also go up here and test like 0 to 3, 3 to 5, 5 to 7. Just all different lookalikes. And again, this goes for 95%. This goes for visitors by time spent. This goes for 10 second. This goes for add to cart, initiate checkout, add payment info purchase. I'll really do the same exact tactic where I'm actually using the ABO campaign to continuously test different lookalikes, right? Test different lookalikes and duplicate them, in a actual ad set level as well. And then I will basically put the best performing ones in a CBO campaign that is totally separate, right? So again, this goes for really all types of retargeting and lookalike campaigns. Before we do end the video, I do want to show you guys something very crucial and share with you guys on how my Facebook ads launch strategy was on July 24th, the first day I launched this specific product. Since I accidentally deleted the campaign, as you saw, I can only see the metrics and the data, but I actually cannot go into, each individual ad set and show you guys how I set everything up. Once again, I do apologize for that. It was totally a mistake. When you're running through all these different campaigns and managing stuff, sometimes shit happens, totally my fault. But don't worry, I got you covered. I want to show you guys on how I structured the campaign and the ad sets within it, so you guys have a proper idea, and you guys can even use this exact formulated strategy for your guys' Facebook ads as well. Essentially, the objective of the campaign was a conversion campaign. I always do conversion for e-commerce, and then optimize the pixel for purchase, because that is the event I want people to actually go through with on my store. I also started at a $100 CBO campaign, meaning campaign budget optimization. For a lot of the beginners that may be watching this, CBO basically means that you're giving Facebook the control of how much money to allocate towards each ad set. So with this, I started with 10 different ad sets within my CBO, right? So here is your CBO, and that CBO has 10 different ad sets, and it has $100, and it really decides, how much of this $100 to spend to each ad set, right? So again, for any product that is below $30, this is my rule of thumb, any product that you're selling at below $30, I usually recommend to do CBO, campaign budget optimization, because you can usually get away with a lower cost per purchase or lower cost per acquisition or customer. So if you're gonna at least spend $100, and if you're doing 10 ad sets, and if your product is selling below $30, I highly recommend doing CBO. Moving on, the countries I did were the big 5: United States, United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, New Zealand. Plus, I like to do some top tier e-packet European countries. I know there's like 20 or 30 e-packet countries in total, but I just do not do all of them. This is what I've been doing since the past year, and it's been working great for me. So those include France, Belgium, Italy, Ireland, and Switzerland. For the gender, I did male and female. This was more of a gender neutral product. I did find out that about 60 to 70% of my customers were actually female, but regardless, I did have male customers, just like I guessed in the beginning. For age, I did 25 to 65 plus. I thought to myself, no one really below the age of 25 is probably suffering from hair loss, white hair or gray hair or anything like that. So, I suppose let's see 25 to 65. And it turns out most of my customers are, between the ages of 35 and 65 plus. For language, I always do English all devices, mobile and desktop. You never want to assume from the get-go where most of your traffic is going to be coming from in terms of devices. Yes, usually for e-commerce, 70 to 80% of total traffic is from mobile users, iPad users, tablet users. Still, you never want to assume, and it's actually funny because about 10 to 20% of my total sales for those 30 days did come from desktop users. Placements, I always like to do manual. The only time I do automatic is for retargeting or for lookalike. I will do automatic placements. However, for cold interest targeting or for just cold test in general, I like to do manual, and I like to do 3 placements and 3 placements only. That include Instagram feed, Instagram story, and Facebook feed. My audience size per ad set or per interest, I like to usually aim for between 5 to 75 million. And I also had one ad that was 30 seconds plus one thumbnail for the ad. Now, usually I do split test creatives. For example, I'll do like one video and a thumbnail with a carousel ad, or one video and a thumbnail with a single image ad, or sometimes I'll do all 3, a video, a carousel, and a single image ad. And then sometimes I'll also do like 2 videos and a thumbnail, or 2 thumbnails in the video. However, for this, I was really confident for some reason that this product was just going to work. My market intuition and my market logic and my gut feeling all supported it. So therefore, I only had 1 creative. Usually though, I do recommend split testing between 2 or 3 creatives, meaning per ad set. Let's say this is your ad set. You want to have creative A, creative B, or even better, sometimes creative C. Obviously, for retargeting and for lookalikes, I did have another creative that was ready. I even used some carousel ads and stuff like that. My graphic designer put together for me, but just to start out with, I only had this one ad creative, which composed of a video and a corresponding thumbnail to it. And there you guys have it. I hope this video was informative and helpful. I've been wanting to make this specific case study for some while now, but because Q4 is coming, I've been super busy just prepping for it and ensuring I can really maximize my return these next 3 months with my e-commerce businesses. Speaking of Q4, if you actually want me to make a Q4 tailored and specific video in terms of how to prep for it and really how to kill it this Q4, comment down below and I will be sure to cook something up for you guys. Also, something super quick before I do get a ton of comments. The reason why I did not show the name of the store, yet alone the entire store, the homepage, product page, funnel, is mainly because I am still running ads for this store at a low scale. If you saw when I was showing you guys some of the Facebook campaigns, I do have about 3 to 4 active campaigns on my ads manager. And on top of that, I am thinking very soon to sell this store. If you guys remember me actually showing you guys the Shopify apps, you guys saw the Exchange platform app, and that is basically a marketplace for Shopify owners and e-commerce businesses to buy and sell Shopify stores. So again, I did want to, really have some sort of small exit strategy from this store, and those are simply just the main 2 reasons why I could not show you the exact name and the product page for this product. Nonetheless, I try to be as transparent and as clear as possible with all the other components that I was able to show you guys. So guys, please take this information and do something good with it, because e-commerce has so much opportunity the next few months. With that being said, if you guys do have any questions, thoughts, or concerns, leave them in the comments below and I'll be making sure to reply to each and every single one of you guys. With that being said, your boy is out, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.